Yo, yo. Oh, I did the wrong overlay, and I have the wrong. Wow, I really have the wrong overlays right now. I forgot. I didn't think that it would just be you two to start with, and so I have the Jared and as Alphonse and you as Gale overlays up. So I'm gonna change that real quickly.
Off to a good start.
Yeah, off to a good start already. So how are you guys? How's life?
Good. Still geeking out about Infinity War. Just at off stream.
Shh. Don't say anything.
My shoulder's been out of whack all day, and I've been trying to stretch it, and nothing's helping. That's all I got.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Jared will be here in about 15 minutes, and Adam will show up at some point. He said probably like an hour. So
Adam did?
So 8, yeah. But he said he would for sure be here. So which is fine because his character's walked off to go help Iris anyway, right? So
I was gonna talk to him, but that's okay.
I had an orange in my pocket.
Okay.
You're welcome.
All right.
But did you see the way it slayed the rake?
The orange?
Yeah.
That's a reference that I don't understand.
What? You don't remember the Fuzzy Llama song? Or what is that song?
No.
Song. I never saw the way the orange slayed the rake. You never heard? Okay.
Nope.
Never mind.
That is a piece of internet culture that I'm not aware of.
Okay. All right. Fair.
So we got my friend Emily in chat from my D&D campaign. So hello.
Hi, Emily.
There are more people coming.
Maybe she's better cultured than you guys.
Yeah, we'll see if she understands your reference.
I heard you got attacked by an earthbender last night, Emily.
Yeah, I heard they did an avatar to that. That's cool.
I don't know if she ever got attacked. She got attacked by a waterbender elder.
No, she definitely got attacked by an earthbender. I watched a part of the stream.
Emily got attacked. Did Emily get attacked by an earthbender? What earthbender did she get attacked by?
No, someone got attacked by an earthbender. I was skipping around and I was like, oh.
She does know the song. So.
Wait, she does know the song?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Solid.
I can't recall what earthbender that she was attacked by.
Well, all right then. We're moving on now.
Oh, okay. So she says Alyssa's character attacked me. Yeah. No, she tried to get. Okay, so she fell in the mud. Emily's character fell in the mud, and she was trying to get Alyssa's earthbender character was trying to get the dirt parts of the mud off of her, and she failed horribly, and so she slammed her down into the ground. So that happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
Avatar, the Pro Naughty.
Yeah, we were playing Fate Accelerated, so it definitely wasn't going to end as bad as Crow Inquisitors, but
Well, just the Avatar is a thing.
Yeah.
Probably should. Yeah. All right. Anyways.
So your microphone is still you're breathing on it so heavy. I don't know what it is.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. I just have to. I think it's directed because it's supposed to be sound canceling, so I think that
Yeah.
means it's really sensitive. The direction that it is, so I have to get it out of my face. Is that better?
Breathe a little bit. Breathe out of your nose. Okay, yeah, it's still a little bit, but it's better. Yeah, I don't know what it is but
I'll just keep moving it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I didn't mean to there wasn't a
No.
David, how dare you thing. It was just
It's fine. There's just a wind current. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I hate that when other people do it. So
Right.
let me know.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. So, we pick up basically right after the craziness.
No. Beliefs
What?
and instinct.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was literally about to say.
Oh, okay.
We pick up right after the craziness. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a recap, right?
You
guys just had the showdown for leadership of the Crow Inquisitors. Theo completely took out Iris in 2 volleys of a fight after an hour of setup.
And you told me this again even after I forgot. But what did he do with Iris afterwards?
He basically just pink him up and went off with him, and he's I'm gonna get him healed. So he went off with Sasuo, the lady in white.
Oh, okay.
To go get him healed. And unfortunately for Caspian was trying to get Iris killed. And that didn't end up happening, and now Theo's taking away Iris. And so we'll probably pick with Cantarius first, because I think you had a thing that you wanted to do
I was gonna talk to Adam, but he's not here. So
Right, and that's what I'm saying, right? Like, so we can start with we can start with Cantarius first if Cantarius is a thing that he wants to do. But yeah, first obviously beliefs and instincts. So I gotta change the overlays on this too because we're not doing Gale anymore.
Who was Gale? I'm so confused.
That's my swordsman.
Oh.
Yeah, we did we did a mini session with just them, and it was Alphonse. Yeah, Alphonse learning how to use a sword. It was great. It was a fun session.
I bet it was.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get going here. So beliefs and instincts, Cantarius.
I'm not meant to lead a people, but maybe a hunt. I will leave my people in Theo's hands and go after the demons. But first, I need power.
Interesting.
I will convince Caspian of his wrong before I leave. If I cannot, I will appoint another ruler to his fault before I leave my old life behind. Siegfried is a wild card, but regardless, I must trust him to obtain what I desire. I will ask him to tell me how to kill the demons. Instincts. If there is a demon, I will hunt it down. Always redeem those who repent, and never let relentless... I always fail in this one. never let relentless evil roam free. Traits: intimidating, foreign blood, haughty, religious, weight of the world, authoritative, gifted, dreadful, and driven.
Cools. Good stuff. Yeah, I would be interested to see like who you decide to take with. Are you thinking of like taking anyone with you, or are you just gonna like go out by yourself?
If Raiden wants to come with me, then I'll take Raiden with me, but that's about it.
Okay. All right.
I want Nadimo to stay behind to help out people.
That's what I was wondering about.
I don't want him to come with. Nope.
Okay,
right.
cool. Caspian.
I realized that none of my beliefs were accurate anymore, so I'm gonna skip that for now. Instincts: always have someone dangerous to back you up, preferably Gwyn. Never settle for less when you can have more. Always be the one in control. Traits: self-satisfied, affinity for business, noblesse oblige, commanding aura, pennywise, charismatic.
Good stuff.
I have the belief, thanks to Siegfried, I have ascended, and I haven't figured out a goal for that yet.
Mm-hmm.
I will ensure that the strong are no longer a threat with the White Sea and North Keep. It's my only actual goal right now. So.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe for the first one, right? Like, I will test the limits of my new form, or something like I will, like, I don't know. I will make sure that he,
I have an idea.
Right? Like something along those lines of like figuring out yourself now. Cool. So yeah, Cantarius, did you have one of those beliefs you wanted to go after right away?
I'm thinking I just want to go and tell Caspian he's wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I mean those are
we have the two people. Yeah, those are the two people that we have here. So might as well go for that first.
Mm-hmm. And that would make sense.
So I mean,
that would interrupt Caspian's idea of going after Theo right away, right?
Yep.
So that makes sense.
So I literally want to walk in to his palace.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like this is probably like right after the fight just happened. You probably just go right to his box, right? He's right there.
In fact, that might make sense as to why I don't talk to
exactly.
him.
That's what I was saying, right? Yeah.
I was going to, and then he was like, I walk away, and I'm like, oh, or like during the scene, then kind of faded off on that. So I was like, all right, I guess I don't talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, no, I don't want to do it in public.
Well, the box isn't public.
Yeah, you basically he set up this like private box seat for himself to watch the fight, so you can just go in there.
So it would be safe.
Yeah.
This isn't gonna come back to bite me.
Well, I mean, it's not gonna be public at least. Gwen's there, but
she would have been. There would have been more people in the palace, probably.
Right. So. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Although my entire Marasi force is outside, so maybe that's not. It depends on how aggressive you tend to.
Yeah.
And they'd also be around in White Sea, but they wouldn't be all.
Yeah, I think this is probably the best moment to do it and the best place to do it because like going into his palace and doing it is definitely more dangerous than doing it right now. You'd have more chance of escaping if he tried to attack you and have you killed now than you would being in his palace. So. Okay.
So I literally am just going to walk in there.
Right, and so I think probably what we fade in on, right, like first is we obviously get the like previously on Crow Inquisitors, right? We see like the recap, right? But then we get we see you in the crowd, right? And you were like you had like hood up, you were trying to like blend in with the regular Crow Inquisitors, right? And we see you, you know, you had the tears streaming down your face, right? Like given all the things that had just happened. And then we see you like glance up to the box, right? And there's, you know, a crowd, like the crowd's like muttering and murmuring after Theo's like speech, right? And then we just see you walk forward, right? And you just like make your way through the crowd and then just walk up to the box, right? We just follow you as like the Crow Inquisitors are like milling around talking with one another.
Are we assuming that I didn't come out at all?
Did you?
Because I originally came out and was like, "Good job, Theo," and then I went down to talk to him. I think he misunderstood me because then he just sort of. Like, he ignored me, but he didn't say I ignore you, right?
I think he was really worried about Iris. So I think it's okay to say that you did, like, step out, but he blew you off and then just walked away with Iris. And so you're maybe standing there, and then Cantarius is, like, walking up to you.
I also wasn't sure if he realized that I was...
I don't think he did, but...
He was just like, oh, Cantarius, go away. Or, I mean, not Cantarius. He was like, oh, yeah, just go away, Caspian. I was like, whatever, it's just not important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam was caught up in the drama of the moment, as it were.
Okay, so then, all right, that's the answer. And this is the first time Cantarius has seen me too, right? Like this.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. I didn't think he was in the rooms.
Yeah. So remember, Cantarius, Caspian is now a giant gold being. So he's like 7 feet tall. You know, he's completely gold. He looks very intimidating.
Not intimidating enough.
Right. He doesn't have the intimidation skill though, so.
Right. That's no. I think I might now.
Oh, did you get it?
It was command that I got. Never mind. It was command that I got.
Oh yeah. Okay. Which makes sense as a skill that you had anyway.
Oh, I have 3 intimidation already, but yeah.
But you have 3 intimidation?
Yeah, just as a character.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, but yeah, not as intimidating as Cantarius. Still,
no sir. Okay, so here's, I mean,
I have a much better
Cantarius is the king of intimidation.
Yeah, I just kind of walk in, probably like give a little bow, show my sign of respect, and then before you can really say anything, Caspian, I just say, "Look, I've been biting my tongue this entire time I've been here. And now, I'm ready to leave. And leave all of this behind. But before I do, I want to say my piece. And I want you to promise that you will let me go in peace."
Yeah, I think he shrugs and says, "I'm sorry you found my hospitality wanting."
Your word, Caspian. I should not trust a man made out of gold. Especially when he...
Your savior has arrived.
Okay.
Good.
Especially when he avoids...
That was very strange.
The answer.
Hi, Jared.
Yeah, I think he says, "In the same way that you avoided yours." He sort of nods towards the ring.
What ring?
The one you were supposed to fight in.
Oh, I thought you meant like
no, like an arena. The arena.
Right. He smiles.
I suppose neither of us are trustworthy then, huh?
I suppose not.
So if you have a piece to say, feel free.
That's good. That's real good. I've always tried to make Cantarius into the hero, and I always realize he's totally not at all. And it's so good that
he's a bit of a totalitarian jerk.
Yep.
Basically, you play, and then you realize you're not your character, and then you're like, wait.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yep.
I'm like, huh. Yeah, Cantarius used that great.
It happened to be with Dylan every time I talked to a woman, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't think Alphonse ever felt like the hero, though.
Well,
At least I hope not.
Well, now he does. Now he's kind of feeling like the hero.
mhm.
Yeah, man.
Anyways, sorry.
Okay, yeah. Look around at your people, Caspian. Do you think that they are happy?
Yeah, he says. I think he shakes his head and says, I've never known a people to be happy. Their complaints simply change. However, I do believe that my people's complaints are much less serious than they were however long ago. A year ago. How long have I been here? 2 years? Something like that? Is that what we said?
I think, yeah, something like that. Like a year and a half, year or something like that, yeah.
Whatever. 2 years ago is what he says, I guess, because I think it's approximately.
Yep, that makes sense.
And what about the people in this surrounding area? What about them? Should your people's happiness take precedence over theirs?
I suppose if a leader, sorry, my brain's not working today. Apparently,
You're good.
yeah. I think he just says, "Well, of course," and I suspect that the leaders of those surrounding me prioritize their own people as well. Otherwise, well, I suppose they wouldn't be very good leaders, would they?
Prioritize. It's a very innocent sounding word in place of sabotage, in place of take and steal at the expense of.
Yeah, he just shrugs and says, well, the method of provision varies from individual to individual.
Caspian, what will it take for my words to pierce through your gold?
Ooh, double meaning there.
Yep.
I've been waiting with the. So, I knew I was going to use a line like that, but that was on the spot right there.
Mhm.
That's pretty good.
Well, I'm trying to remember
No, I know.
what he thinks your point is, because I'm not sure he understands what you're getting at yet.
Oh, really? Wow.
I don't know if that's just because my brain isn't working and I'm not catching on to what you're saying. Like I know because of the campaign what you're saying.
Right.
But so basically you're telling him that he shouldn't be so aggressive about providing for his people, basically?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty much. I'm trying to get him to care about
Okay,
the
yeah.
lives of individuals.
So I think so you say what it'll take, and I think he says to provide me with a functional alternative, I suppose.
You would have me solve your own leadership problems.
Well, it is your piece that we are discussing, not mine. If you have a problem to solve, then I suspect you should be the one to propose the solution.
How are you at peace here? How are you at peace right now?
Oh, peace is not
Around.
mine.
Open your eyes, Caspian. What has war ever brought men?
Yeah, he says every major change, every important revolution, every advancement of society has been paid with blood. There is no exception
Debatable.
to that rule. I mean, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And
Fair.
Cantarius. Okay, literally though, Cantarius in his life, I can't think of a time where he could refute that.
Right?
I
Exactly.
can't think of anything in his
Exactly.
life where he could refute that.
Exactly. That is exactly Cantarius' experience. That's why this conversation is so interesting, because Cantarius is playing is on the high ground here, or so he thinks. And I feel like the more and more that you guys talk, you'll realize that you are basically the same person.
Mm-hmm. But who is leaving? And who is leaving their wealth and power in search of a better life?
As Dalinar would say, a hypocrite sometimes is only a man who is trying to change.
That's a good line.
Yep.
But okay. I don't have any type of history like skills, so I'm not gonna say that I like know of some sort of
right. You're not gonna be like, well, in the year of 1372, the printing press was invented, and there was no blood involved there.
Have you ever tried? I know I haven't.
Yeah, no, he shakes his head and he says, there's no reason to try what many have done previously and all failed to do. There are only two currencies in this world, blood and gold. Gold buys blood.
And what does blood buy? Gold?
Blood buys change, power, progress, anything really. And I think when he says anything really, I think he sort of gestures towards himself, like, also 7-foot gold bodies.
So yes, gold.
Yes. Although I don't think I had to kill very many people to get that. That was basically just me paying Siegfried, but whatever.
And what have you achieved, Caspian? What have you gained? Is there not a next goal? Are you satisfied with your entire body being made out of pure gold? How many people would kill to have this? And how satisfied are you?
Well, as I said, blood is a currency. I imagine many people would kill for it, as did I suppose. However, Siegfried did a wonderful job on this form, and I'm very pleased with it. But this was a means to an end. This was a step along the way. This was a purchase of gold, and now comes the purchase of blood. Now comes the change. Of course, I'm not satisfied. No man is satisfied. No people are satisfied. We are not beings designed to be satisfied, Cantarius. If we were, then we would just lay down and enjoy what we had, and nothing would ever change, but you know that's not how it works.
Gwyn is standing next to you, intensely staring at Cantarius.
Instead of trying to change, let me rephrase that. We're always trying to change the outcome. Can we ever try to change the path? The way of doing things, the order of operation. Why can't we ever try to change our motives, our goals, the way we achieve them? What's the word I'm looking for here?
The journey as opposed to the destination.
The journey. Why can't we ever try to change the journey, not just the destination?
I mean, I suppose that's the thing you could do if you didn't mind not reaching your destination.
Ooh.
However, I have a destination I would like to reach, and that's why I intend to use methods that have proven effective. If you would like to remain where you are, running in circles, speaking your way through everything, and simply ending up where you began, feel free. I have things I need to do.
So, I mean, there can eventually be a role here, if we get to a point where there actually, is an intention behind.
We sound pretty diametrically opposed.
Right, of course. Right,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that there is one now. I'm
Right.
just saying there can eventually be if one of you decides that you want the other to do something. As it stands right now, you guys don't. You're just like, okay, we leave each other alone, almost, right? Like,
Right.
you're just like waxing philosophical at each other right now. But I'm just pointing that out.
Yeah.
Caspian, please. And okay, so his entire demeanor is going to change, and he just says, "Caspian, please, please don't do this. Look at me. Look at how far I have come, and I have nothing. But I've always been trying to do what you have done. And look where I am. Nothing has satisfied me. I had a people. And they failed me and I failed them.
Yeah, I think he shakes his head and he says, your people just regained their entire structure. Theo just reunited the two halves. As far as I see it, only you failed. You're the one leaving.
And as you guys talk, we get the 24 cut thing. So we see you guys still talking, but then we see in another panel we see Vicom
Theo carrying Iris.
Well, we see Theo carrying Iris, and then we see another panel that pops up of Vicom, the witch wife's husband, basically just looking super suspicious and talking to a couple of people in the crowd and being like talking to them and getting them in on something. We can't hear what they're saying though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he says
No, because remember he failed. Oh, hi Adam.
Yeah, so I think he says you say you have nothing, but you have a people, or had before you decided that they were no longer worthy of you.
The other way around, Caspian. If I am no longer worthy of them. Do you not see how similar we are?
Yeah.
I need you to take the step with me. To change. I do not want to do this alone. I want to be more than just a conqueror in the eyes of history. In the eyes of people living today. I want to help people. Make a better future for our world. Can't you see the purpose in that? The purpose in more than just a kingdom to look over and a gold body to...
Cantarius, you say you want to help people, but I have a question for you. How do you do that? What price is paid for helping? Because every time you assist one people, it is at the cost of another. There is no free help. I want to help my people, which means another people will have to pay for whatever it is that I give mine.
Maybe people aren't the enemy. Maybe something else is.
Yeah, he shakes his head. He says, people are always the enemy. What else is there?
Demons, Caspian.
Yeah, I think he just scoffs.
Fairies, Caspian. Leprechauns, Caspian.
Yeah. He says, even if demons are real, they're not the ones attacking my gates, or the ones killing each other, or the ones stealing my food, or the ones taking over the...
I'm not trying to... What's the word? Maybe I should just let you finish.
No,
I'm not trying to... Oh, okay. I'm not trying to... Goodness, what's the word? Grant clemency, except the verb.
The grant sounded like a verb there.
No, but
exonerate.
I'm not trying to exonerate human beings. Human beings are evil to their core. Just like you. Just like me. We know this firsthand from the things that we have done. But maybe, instead of fighting each other, maybe we can do some good in this world. It doesn't have to cost somebody else's life. And if you were on my side, if I was on your side, if there were no sides, maybe we could do something, Caspian. And regardless of whether you will or not, I'm going to make this place better. I'm going to change this world. Because I cannot do anything good here. Not as a leader of people that I can't can't lead. But I can't help.
Yeah, I think he nods and he says, "You're right, you can't. That's because you refuse to accept that there are always sides and that there's always a cost for one side or the other. There are no other enemies. There are no there are no, what is the word for a perfect place?
Utopias.
Yeah, there are no utopias. It's not possible. If it were, the world would be a different place. People would have discerned a method. You and I are no different than the last. How old is this planet?
Caspian, how
Like
many
4,000
people
years,
around
I
you
think.
do you trust?
Well, I didn't actually pause there.
Oh, sorry.
4,000 years, I think, at this point, maybe something like
4,000.
that.
Okay, yeah. So it says we are no different than the last 4,000 years of men, you and I, and that means that we have no way to accomplish a thing that they've been trying to do since the beginning of time. Peaceful existence is not possible, or it would exist.
How many people do you trust around you right in this room? Right here, right now.
Not like Thanos. There is no peace.
Can you even count on one hand how many people you trust, Caspian?
The only people in the room are you two and Gwen. So
Oh, and that, okay, then the people around you, not in this
Right,
room. I
right.
mean, then.
Yeah, he nods.
White
He says,
Sea.
yeah, he says, "Thank you, Cantarius, for proving my point. There are none that can be trusted because they are not on my side. Only,
Then
well, he doesn't say none. He says there are few that can be trusted because there are few that are on my side. They are on their own side.
then how can you trust thousands of well, I don't yeah, how long does this world exist? You said 4,000 years?
4,000 about, yeah.
Okay. Then how can you say that you trust generations of people before you that have tried for peace and have failed?
Yeah, he shakes his head. He says, I don't trust that they have the perfect answer, that they were somehow better than our generation. All I understand is that our generation is no better than theirs, and that you and I are no more capable than them. It's humility, Cantarius. That is how I know that we cannot achieve what has not been achieved previously.
Humility? It is your pride that you won't let go of, Caspian. How can you not see that?
Yeah, he just shrugs. He says, I suppose it's a matter of perspective.
You're a living
Where you're
hunk
standing,
of
it
gold.
looks like pride. Sorry, go ahead.
You're a living hunk of gold, Caspian.
Yeah, he says, and yet I have the humility to not assume that I can change the world, Cantarius.
You're changing it right here, right now.
Changing it, Cantarius, not transforming it. I don't intend to make it a thing that it is not, like you do. I know that is beyond me, even with this. And he holds up his hand, looks at him,
His gold beauty.
So what is it you want me to do, Cantarius? You want me to drop White Sea? You want me to come with you?
What? That would be a change. That would be a Dean's point right there.
David says, "Oh, okay, I'll do it then."
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah, he says, do you want me to abandon my people like you're abandoning yours? Is that what you want? That's why you came here?
Snap.
No. I simply want you to treat your people, not like I have treated mine, with dignity and respect. And not just treat your people that way, individuals in general. To see a person as more than just a tool to be used to buy blood and gold, but to see them as just like you, just without all the gold.
Cantarius, I think you have a heightened opinion.
Okay, that sounds a little cheesier than I thought.
A little
it
bit.
was going to be.
I think you have a heightened opinion of men, Cantarius. That is all we are. That is all I am. The only thing is that I happen to be the one operating the tool. But someday, but that hasn't always been the case. Likely it won't always be. Someone is always the operator, but there are always tools. That is what men are. We are tools. We use one another for our own ends because that is what people do. We are nothing more than tools.
This is so great because neither of us have a higher authority
Yeah.
that
Neither of us
can
be right.
break. Yes, neither of us can be right. This is such a good conversation.
And then Narani comes out of the clouds.
No. Then I will say
No, Siegfried comes in. He's just like, guys, listen, I'll solve this argument for you. No, I'm kidding.
No. I just say, then I will take my leave. Caspian, Gwen, thank you for your
It's
hospitality.
Gwen. Gwen's my baby.
Gwen?
Gwyn is her name, yeah.
Gwen.
Oh.
Gwen is David's
Oh, okay.
actual child in real life.
Yeah.
Okay.
I double check every time I say her name to make sure I'm not mixing it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, who is Gwen? And then all of a sudden you're like, no, I'm like,
This is Gwen. Nah, to bed. No, sorry. Okay.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt this.
No, that's all I was gonna say. I just give my respect to the both of you, and I turn to leave.
He just nods, gives a head bow.
Thank you for listening, and then I leave.
Yeah, he just lets you go. Or watches you go.
Well, that accomplished nothing. I mean,
yeah,
we
like that's
got
the
a
thing,
lot
right?
of
You
what
could have
we
attempted to
needed
make a roll there,
conversation.
but I don't think either of you would have changed,
It-
right?
It would have. It wouldn't have made sense if either of us had gotten a high roll. It wouldn't have made sense for our characters to
Yeah.
That was
change their minds.
that was a situation where a roll would have been just determining what the people around us believed, but we were
Right.
basically the only people
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
so
Right,
was
and if like, say for example, you and Caspian had been, I don't know, like actual like both like kings of rival like countries, you definitely could have had like a
Right.
duel of wits there or whatever, right? Like, and
Mhm.
to like decide, and like again, like the people around you decide stuff and whatnot, but like
Right.
there wasn't any stakes there. Like you had beliefs going against each other, but I don't think there was ever the possibility that either of you would have changed your minds just given the conversation that you just had.
Mhm.
It was basically your ideologies bashing against each other, but with no actual chance of them breaking each other. Yeah, something a little bit more dramatic would have to happen for that to happen. Yeah, so Cantari, you just walk out. So you're basically just like, all right, well, I tried. I did what I could. So, okay.
I tried.
Yeah. Let's go
Okay,
through. Let's
What'd
go
you say?
through. Sorry, what were we saying?
What did Adam just say? I
Yeah, Adam, what did you say?
think he just walked away. Maybe.
What? No, I said you still got me. Oh, never mind. That was nothing. Continue.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
So let's go ahead and do Siegfried and Theo's beliefs and instincts real quick, since you guys came in the middle of that conversation, and then we'll figure out what scene we're gonna do next. Siegfried.
My belief instinct. Okay, I gotta go to the other room. Hold on.
Okay.
Connor,
Yeah, Siegfried. Just go ahead and start with you.
Connor, I'm sorry. I died laughing in the middle of your conversation there.
No, I was reading the thing.
There was a side conversation happening that was
I was
know.
just staring at Caleb's face.
very
while I wrote
not
that.
serious.
I saw him just slowly look over at my box and glare at me.
Yep.
All right, beliefs and instincts. Okay. I feel a disturbance in the force. I will locate its source.
It just says I feel a disturbance, not I feel the disturbance in the
Oh,
force.
okay. All right.
I feel begrudgingly indebted to Theo. I will be honest to him about who I am. Theo is the new leader of the Crow Inquisitors. I will do what I can to make the transition smooth.
Cool.
And then my giant list of crap.
Yeah, you're just weird.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Theo, what do you got?
Why does it say steal request?
Deal request?
I requested to steal your card like an hour ago.
Oh. You have one card, I guess.
Okay, beliefs. We do beliefs and instincts.
Yeah.
Or? Okay. Build my faith to transcend as a god. Stop Iris. Learn how to kill a demon, then hunt him down.
Those are pretty big beliefs there.
Sicarian beliefs.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that doesn't give you a buttload of XP like in Swords Outnumbered.
Yeah. And then instincts. Trust Fereshte. She's the only god I can trust. Always trust Cantarius and never heed danger still.
There you go. Cool. And you have a whole bunch of traits that totally helped you win a duel last time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got lots of beliefs going on here. What do we want to go to next? What's the next pressing thing? Caspian, you said you wanted to go talk to Theo?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Caspian?
Yeah, Caspian. Yeah.
How long after the duel is this?
So
Right after.
Yeah, Cantarius went right after the duel to go talk to Caspian, and I'm assuming that as soon as Cantarius finished that conversation with him, then Caspian goes straight to go talk to Theo. Yeah.
Real quick, can I?
He's like, oh, I gotta fit you on my list here. It's got like I got some deadlines, meetings.
Yeah.
Can I say that like my character does actually like try to leave, but then once the whole meerkat thing happens, can I pull up Jack Sparrow and like be able to come back and help? Like maybe Raiden like chases me down and says, "Oh my goodness, there's attacking the castle. We need your help," and then I can like come back.
Meerkats
Because I have no reason for my character to hang around.
To hang around. I mean, you wanted to wait. What other beliefs did you have?
Oh, I was gonna ask Siegfried about the demon thing. My bad. Yeah, never mind. I wouldn't leave yet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, you wouldn't just like take off right now.
Right. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind, you're right. You right. Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, we'll get there. Don't worry. I have plans.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. David just messaged me something. Yeah, Adam, your mic on your phone is like popping a whole lot randomly, and it's like really loud. I don't know if everybody else is hearing that too.
Yeah, I can hear that. It sounds like it's being
Popping?
speeded up a bunch of times, but I don't think that's what's happening. That's why.
Is your laptop not working anymore?
For some reason, I can't figure out how to get the camera to work.
Oh, the camera.
Is it clicking still?
Yeah. I don't know
Okay.
what's up.
But we can go while you can just, I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it'll be a problem if you just mute yourself, and then when you're talking,
Yeah.
unmute yourself. Oh, no, it's good.
It kind of sounds like you're like in a car and it's like bumping and like in the wind or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rude.
But yeah, just mute yourself when you're not talking. It should be okay.
It's really specific.
Yeah.
It just sounds like, I don't know.
But only in Illinois, not in any other.
No, I like
Definitely the Dominican Republic.
What? Anyway, so yeah. Caspian, you make your way through the crowd, I guess, to go talk to Theo. I guess the first thing we do, is Theo, you took Iris to go get healed, right? And so a thing that we didn't actually, I don't think you realized, but I did mention, and so it happened. If you don't heal a wound by the end of the session,
It gets worse.
yeah, it gets worse. Here, I gotta.
I didn't need the poison after all.
Ah!
Oh, the aliens. They're coming.
Oh, there they are. We were expecting you.
They were there all along. Just waiting.
Actually, that's just the sounds of the meerkats.
Oh yeah, the meerkats are coming down in their meerkat UFOs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to. Yeah, hide non-video participants should work. Okay, so.
I know I was muted. I wasn't saying anything else.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Let me look at this. Yeah, so he had a mini wound at the end of last session, and so it increased to severe, but it ceases to bleed at severe. So It's definitely going to be harder to treat this wound because we didn't get it treated last time, but it won't get any worse. So, let's see.
Wait, it stops bleeding?
It does stop bleeding. If you get a midi wound, it only progresses to severe and then stops. If you have a severe wound, then it keeps progressing all the way.
Oh, okay, I see.
Wait, so what is this? I do or he does?
No, he does.
No, he does. Yeah, I mean, you don't have a wound. I was just saying because we didn't get a chance to actually do the healing of Iris last session. It progressed because if you go through the session without getting healed, then the next session it progresses. So it is a worse wound now, unfortunately. So let's see. So it's a severe wound. She's using surgery. So ob 4. Let's see how this goes. Where is her character sheet? Oh yeah, she's actually an important character.
Her?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Sasuo, the lady in white, who's going to do the healing.
I don't remember her.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think we had this last time. Have it last time too. She's from your Raging Winds. She's that campaign that you weren't a part of.
Right.
The 4-session campaign that you weren't a part of. Okay, so she actually doesn't have the best surgery in the world.
Oh, thank goodness.
Did I not wait?
Also, I assume I'll arrive before this surgery is completed, right? Since it's a procedure, it takes time.
Yeah. You'll definitely arrive before it's get completed. I just want to make the rolls now to see how it's going to go.
Just want to see if I get a chance to bribe her to kill him.
Okay. Oh yeah. Wait, you're gonna try to bribe Sasuo to kill Iris?
I don't know anything about her.
Oh wow, I really want to see this conversation. Oh man,
okay, that'd be like a really, really high op because that's kind of like against who she is.
Exactly, like every part of her being.
Feel it out before
yeah, obviously, yeah. You would just be like,
try and plant a giant metal fist through his skull. But...
Yeah. Okay, so I guess the first thing we get right is Theo. You get to her tent, right, and you like lay Iris down, on like her operating table, her makeshift operating table, and yeah, she looks at you and she like shakes her head. She says, This is worse than maybe you. This is worse than I thought, at least. You really damaged his face. I'm not sure that he'll. Like he literally, yeah, he smashed.
Damage it. Like it's totally true. It's just kind of like.
Totally true. Yeah. Yeah, like he might have some internal bleeding that I won't be able to fix.
In the brain.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. She's like, we're just going to have to cross our fingers here, pray to whatever God we serve, and hopefully this works out. Did you have to?
Heresy? Don't you serve a spirit of strength or something like that?
Well, she's never claimed to be
okay.
an actual proponent of the religion.
All right, fair.
Yeah. Why did you just post the burning wheel emoji in chat?
I don't know.
Okay. Just kind of random.
Yeah.
So yeah, she looks at you, Theo, and she says, "Why did you have to hit him so hard?"
Well,
were you trying to kill him?
No. He says. Well, first of all, he hit me first, but I was trying to kill him. I was trying to stop him. He wanted to kill me. Wasn't. Well, I didn't mean for it to go this far. I thought he would back down, but.
Well, he did. Run his back.
Yeah, she just shakes her head and just starts going away, operating. So let's see how this goes.
Right. Fingers crossed.
She's got 1, 2, 3 forks. And I did bump her skill up a little bit because I didn't give her any like tests or anything for the time that like 2 years that you guys were in the desert. So I bumped up her skill a little bit. But ob 4. Let's see. There we go. All right. That was almost bad, but yeah, no, it just barely worked. So let's see. Treatment of a severe wound. Needs an Ob 4 health test in order to recover. So he does actually need to make a health test. So let's see how that works.
So if he fails a health test, I mean, he doesn't just die, does he? He just doesn't recover.
So if he fails the health test, let me look. If he fails the health test, only recovers half the dice lost. So.
Oh, that's still enough to be conscious, though, isn't it?
He got. Let's see what. I need to open up his character sheet. A severe wound for him. Oh, he still has a light wound too. Oh no. So he has 4 wound dice. So I'm gonna roll again for the other wound. This is definitely not as serious though. It shouldn't be. Obviously she'll succeed, I assume, given if she has the same dice. Because I think it's only like an ob 1 or whatever. Light wound. Oh, it's up 2 for surgery. Okay. Oh, what just happened? Adam just went away.
Hold on.
She said we gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not.
Got each other, that's a powerful love. We'll give it a shot. Okay, so base health level 2. If this fails, man, that would be hilarious. Oh my gosh, what?
Oh my goodness, you guys are ridiculous.
What? She failed the light wound. She had 8 dice, and she failed an ob 2 test.
Oh,
hey, wait.
Wow.
Wait, it's still not working. I don't know why it's not working.
Well, luckily, failing to treat a light wound, I think. Let's see what that does. Failed treatment for light wounds.
Yeah.
Is that it, or anything else?
Okay, she doesn't have bonus dice.
I think
Okay.
Okay, I'll grab them. How many do you want?
I can come get it.
No, it's fine. Keep doing your.
All right, so I'm gonna roll a health test for him then. So, first, oh wow, good thing Iris has 6 health. That's nice. So he does get a bonus dice for the first health test, which is an ob 4. All right. Cross your fingers, guys. All right, so he succeeds. So he will recover his full dice. Wow, that was a really good roll on his part. He'll recover his full dice from the mini wound. And I think like failing the light wound isn't really even gonna matter. I don't think. I mean, I'm just gonna roll anyway, but I don't think anything bad happens if he fails this. Because it just like it stays for 24 hours, I think. But yeah, it doesn't even. Okay, so he recovers fine. But it's gonna take how long? 1 to 3 months to heal completely. So let's see how long this will take.
I just want to know, like, what I want to know what he says, because like this was to the death, so I feel like
Right.
he wakes up and he's not dead.
Well, that's the thing.
say,
We need to see if he wakes up first. So
Yeah, exactly.
let's see.
he wakes up. Is he gonna be like, wow, you didn't kill me, like change a heart kind of thing, or is he just gonna be like,
Yeah.
you should have killed me? Because obviously now that I've already defeated him, it's kind of like if he tries to do anything against me, now it's just a challenge of my authority, and I could like have him arrested kind of thing. Like they're just gonna turn on him. But like before, it was just kind of like, we need to fight. And now the fact that I didn't kill him and I defeated him, it's just kind of like, okay, you're trying again and you already failed, so now you're just a criminal.
Yeah, so he does wake up. He does regain consciousness. It will take him 1 month to recover the next dice, and then 1 more month to recover the last dice. So after 2 months, he'll recover fine. So he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. He'll just take 2 months to recover. So you come in the middle of this surgery, Caspian. Theo, do you stick around for the surgery?
Yeah, I think Theo's like anxiously like
Just pacing back and forth. Yeah.
I mean, when he fought him, it was just kind of in the moment. Like he didn't expect like, oh, this is like he kind of didn't think about what was gonna happen. Like he just, he wasn't really afraid to die, so he was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna fight him. And then he beat him, and he's kind of like, when the moment happened, he kind of had like a realization, like I just almost killed my cousin. Like if he dies, I'm gonna feel terrible, even though it's it was just kind of like an in the moment thing. He got angry and fought him because obviously it was like to the death battle. Like he was just in the like PTSD moment, kind of like, oh, this is like back in the day, So
yeah, for sure.
He just kind of got into it, and then it kind of hit him, like the realization of it. So yeah, he's definitely waiting there anxiously.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you come in, Caspian, and Theo's there anxiously like waiting and like looking around Susuo is like doing work on his face, basically trying to like checking his face, making sure there's not internal bleeding, and like trying to like bandage his face and stuff, doing
checking his face,
putting putting some stitches on, like stitching him up, basically, that sort of stuff. Yes, you walk in. Is Gwen with you, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Is anyone else with you, or just Gwen?
That's probably Gwen.
Okay. Yeah. So Susuo doesn't look up, right, because she's focused on what she's doing. Theo, you see Caspian walk in.
I think he kind of like he notices him, but he doesn't really look at him. He's probably still staring at Iris. Kind of like he kind of noticed somebody walked in, but wasn't really concerned.
Yeah. So what do you say, Caspian?
Yeah. So he just tries to get your attention, Theo, which his voice now sounds like somebody yelling into a giant metal pot, because he's not human anymore.
I think he just kind of looks at him, like acknowledging that he's trying to get his attention.
And does he have anything to say? This is the first time you've seen him as a golden seventh person. Did he have anything to say to that?
I honestly think he doesn't care.
I mean, I think he was aware.
I think what he'll say, he just kind of look at him, then look back at Iris and be like, "You got taller."
Yeah, that definitely seems like a very Theo thing to say.
Yeah. So he just says, "You fought well. I'm honestly surprised to see he fell so easily and so hard. I don't know where that accent came from. And so hard." He gestures at his bleeding face, which has been cut open.
Well, when you've killed enough men, they fall down pretty easily.
Yeah. Says,
Besides, he was just a boy.
Yeah, I think he says, "I wouldn't know the feeling." And yeah, I think he sort of like looking at his hand, like, I wouldn't know the feeling. I haven't killed anybody with my hands, really. Yeah, it says, but I suppose that means that you are in charge of the Inquisitors now.
Yeah, I think he just kind of nods his head.
So I imagine perhaps it's hasty of me, but I do wonder what it is you intend to do with them. Pardon me.
I think he just kind of looks at him and says, "Is there any particular thing you don't want me to do? Like, you want me, like, do you not want me to stay here or something? Like, I guess he doesn't say it that way, but just kind of like, is there anything that you want me to do or not want me to do?"
Well, the Strong have occupied a certain number of key positions, which I'd intended to march on myself against the orders that I'd originally given them. And well, how should I put it lightly? I do intend to retake those assets, I suppose. So I'm curious to know what you're going to have the strong do, as they are the ones inhabiting those provinces. That
Oh, I'm sorry. Like what did you? What was the problem?
Basically, the strong took Northkeep, and I don't want that. So I'm
They
wondering.
took what? What is that?
Northkeep, the town north of.
So remember how Iris and his guys were sent off to go fight some people?
Yeah, they took it.
Yeah, they took it over. That's why Iris
Oh.
came. That's the whole thing about
Oh.
Iris coming back.
Yeah, and you. Shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he.
Get a wild monkey.
His name's Micah. He's a Mikey.
That's a weird name for a monkey.
I think he just kind of. He's like, yeah, take it. Like, I don't want it. It's yours.
Yeah, I think he says, well, oops, did we lose him? Oh, no, okay. Yeah, he says, well, I wasn't particularly under the impression that the Crow Inquisitors desired it, though I am wondering if the strong will oppose an order to evacuate their holdings, newly acquired as they are.
Wait, what?
Think you'll be able to convince them to do that?
Convince him to. I didn't hear the first part.
To leave, basically. Because they just took Northkeep, so I'm wondering if you can convince them to leave Northkeep.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're under the impression, Theo, that you have control over them all now. So that would be.
Well, I mean.
That's a wrong impression, but you are under that impression.
I think he just with a straight face, he's just like, I'll try to convince them. If they reject or if they refuse, we'll kill them.
Wow, you're really embracing the strong doctrine now, I guess.
Yeah, I admit I hadn't expected that, but I'm glad to hear you say it. On that same note, I do wonder if perhaps Iris there will be a complication to that end if he survives this operation.
Theo, I think you noticed Suo tense, but she doesn't say anything.
So basically, they're afraid that Iris is going to do this again, since the fact that I didn't kill him. Yeah.
Basically, like, if he gets back up, they're probably going to be like, nah.
I think from now on, Caspian, he'll be a lot closer to me if he begins to wander. I'll do what I have to this time. Or oh no, I guess I'll. That's not what he says. He says if he begins to wander, I'll keep him in check. As in, like this time around, he's not gonna let him go do his own thing. Like if he rebels and does anything against me, I'm gonna like grab him by the ear and be like, "You're going home." No.
Yeah.
But I think he's kind of like this time. He's hoping. He's kind of like hoping that Iris is. I think if he's kind of giving Iris like one last chance. Like if this isn't it, if he's like, okay, I defeated you, and I could have killed you, and I defeated you like honorably. If he absolutely has no honor and tries to fight me again, then I'm just gonna kill him, because then it's like a matter of like there is literally no good left in him, and I'm just because I'm still hoping like, oh, there's some good left in him, like. So I'm hoping that, but like if he, yeah. He just kind of just trying to reassure Caspian, like, this won't happen again.
Right. Yeah, I think he says, honestly, after your display, I'm not concerned that you won't be able to handle Iris, but I am concerned that perhaps, sorry, pardon me, perhaps the strong, who do not strike me as the humble sort, may not accept that ultimatum.
We get the 24 cut to like the conspirators again.
Yeah. He says, I fear they may side with Iris even if he is in check, as you say.
Well, I mean, I don't know how to say this like in character.
I muted myself.
Like basically, because last time it was just a matter of, oh, you and the strong are gonna, if you take over, then you kind of implement the strong into the whole entire group if he defeats me.
Right.
But now it's kind of like the stronger part of me. If they decide to go with Caspian, then we're just going to kill the strong. It's not a matter of leader. It's a matter of you rebelling against the entire group. So
yeah, basically his concern is that they're going to get the drop on you and be dishonorable and murder you, and then he's going to be dealing with them on his own.
Yeah, like it's kind of like we're going to go see like where their loyalty lies, and then if they refuse, then we're going to kill them. Like that's it. And Iris is going to be like, it's not really like he's a soldier anymore. It's more like he's kind of like a prisoner almost right now. It's kind of like I'm going to have all the people who are loyal to me, like kind of watch him. Like if he tries to do anything, we're just going to like keep him in chains, basically keep him locked up and be like, okay, you're nothing.
Right. Okay.
So we're going to go take care. Like I can, okay, let me go in character. Like I'll take care of the strong. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, he nods and he says, perhaps that's better done sooner rather than later. I do have some contingencies in place in case this goes awry. So if you can determine your men's loyalties before they return to the city, it will simplify things. Especially if your cousin, I don't know he's your cousin, especially if Iris here is not recovered yet from his surgery when you had those conversations with his men.
Mm.
Perhaps now would not be a wrong time to do that.
I can respect that. I'll do that right away.
Wait, so I must have missed it. What were you telling him to do?
Basically, I told him he should do it as soon as possible, like now-ish.
Do what? Sorry, that was
Go
the part I
talk to
missed.
the strong.
Basically,
Okay. Got it. Yeah,
go find the strong and be like, yeah, you with us or against us? And they're like, if you're with us, come with us. Give up the town. You're
Right.
with us.
So Theo, what's your plan for the Crow Inquisitors then? Where do you want them to go? Do you want them to stay here? Do you want them what are you thinking?
Well, yeah, I mean they stay here. I mean the Crow Inquisitors are almost like we're gonna go to that city wherever that is.
North Key.
Find the strong. See if they join us, and if it ends in a battle, we're gonna kill them, and we're just gonna come back. Probably, I mean, I kind of like want to hang out with Caspian, not Caspian, Cantarius.
See, that's the thing. Cantarius is definitely planning on just leaving on his own. He wants you to lead the Crow Inquisitors so he doesn't have to deal with it anymore, and he's gonna go fight.
Well, then in that case, long-term goal, he's gonna go out and kind of do what he's gonna go find Alphonse in the order and kind of be their own independent.
Right, but you still want to use the
take orders from the order. That makes sense. They don't take orders from them, but he's gonna go after the same thing. So just be like, yeah, can we help you with that? I don't know, because he kind of sees this as his destiny.
Right, and so you're just planning on dragging along the Crow Inquisitors with you.
Yeah, I'd want to bring all the original. We'll find Alphonse. If Cantarius is gonna go and do his own thing, I can't stop him, but I would prefer him come with me. Just as if there's
so you guys should definitely have a conversation to see if you guys shouldn't just leave and you guys should actually just keep staying together. But
because obviously I want to bring Antonius because I'm hey, we're part of this destiny thing. We're gonna find you some superpowers. We're gonna go get some
right.
Kind of like that. There's something for you that you need to find. And I'm gonna go with you as long as you come with me. We can go find it, kind of thing.
Okay. Sorry. So how did that conversation? Is that the end of the conversation, or do you have?
Also, just so you know, Adam, I'm pretty sure you knew this, but half of the strong are here with Iris, and half of them are back in North Keep. So the people.
Well, I mean, as far as I'm convinced, because remember, Caleb, I failed the roll, and so half of them think I'm assuming those people are on my side, but apparently they're not.
He's not.
Yeah, those
thinking
people are on my side.
Yeah, he's already Theo's already thinking oh yeah, okay, they're on my side, we're good, right?
Okay.
And
I just want to make sure he knew he didn't have to go to North Keep to talk.
But basically, we're not going to be what we used to be. We're going to be extremely strict. Basically, we're gonna fight, almost not fight each other, but we're gonna train to like almost like throwing you into the military. We're gonna like break each other down to like
Sure.
you will die or you will succeed. You will die or you will succeed.
Yeah.
Like kind of that thing, or like it's just gonna be like, if you want to be a part of this, you're gonna be like I am, like to the death.
Turning it into the arena, basically.
Yeah, but more so like think of Spartans, basically. Like we're gonna be this force where it's basically you're gonna succeed or you're gonna like kind of like you're gonna come back on your shield or you're gonna win, kind of thing. Where it's just gonna and it's not like you're gonna be forced to. It's just like, hey, if you want to come with me, it's your funeral kind of thing. Because I'm basically sick and tired of people rebelling and being like, oh, we're gonna go join every. So that's what the strongest gonna be. It's like you are like 100% with us, and you're gonna like basically suffer as this group, or you're just gonna be another enemy, or just not be a part of us at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because he, after like this whole thing with Iris and stuff, he's just like fed up with this. So that's kind of what's happening. That's what he's thinking right now.
Sure.
Yeah. So I think Caspian just nods and says, "I must admit, it's refreshing to speak with you after dealing with Cantarius."
Cantarius is moralizing.
Yeah. He seems a thoughtful man, but we think very different thoughts.
Cantarius always sees the good in people, but sometimes there's none left. He's referring to it myself, like me. Like he's not talking about you. He saw that in me.
Yeah, I think when you say that, Caspian nods. He says, "I find that's typically the truth." And says, "Well, I'll leave you to it, unless you would like me to accompany you when you speak to the strong. I do have men on the premises as well, in case they don't take your message kindly."
Hey, that doesn't actually sound like a bad idea.
Very well, I will muster my men, and I'll meet you in the Strong's camp, I suppose, shortly.
Okay, yeah, I mean, let's just skip right to that, right? And let's do that. So Theo, what exactly you're going to tell them? So you've already done the initial like we're all together speech, but now you're trying to do what exactly?
I'm gonna try and basically give the same speech that I gave to the people in the camp.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, say the same speech to them, and be like, and then add in like, oh, okay, you're gonna have to give up this town and come join us on our quest to. I'm gonna probably add in fulfill our destinies or something there.
Right. I mean, so if you're just gonna give the same speech that you did before and just do the same sort of thing, then I won't even have you roll because you'll automatically fail. And the thing is, you don't know that you're gonna automatically fail. But
it's a new speech, though.
But it's not, right? And that's the thing. Like,
well, it's like, I gotta add in the fact that they have to give up the thing.
No,
like,
exactly. But that's worse.
Then I'm like, hey,
right?
You gotta give up.
That doesn't change the situation. That just makes it more difficult.
What does change the situation is that there will be approximately 150 Rossi standing around.
Right. I'm just saying he can't use oratory, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Right? Like, oratory has been played out. You can attempt a different angle here, but you can't just wax poetic and they won't follow you. Like, you have to try a different angle.
I can't use oratory, or I just have to use a different angle?
You can't use oratory is the thing. Because you've already failed doing oratory. But yes, you could still attempt to, like, bring it back around with intimidation, probably, right? Like, that's what it sounds like you're doing. I don't know if you have that. Nope.
No, I think it's being learned. I don't know why I don't have intimidation.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I can make a haggling.
Okay, can we have like a 5-minute break real quick?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Let's go and do that.
First off, I'll think about how
Sure.
I'm gonna approach this. And then second, I have to get some tacos. So
okay, that is a good reason to take a break. So we'll be right back after some tacos in just a little bit.
Okay.